Welcome to Containing Luxury. On this episode, we're back with Mike again. I feel like we've done like 1,000 videos so far.
Yeah, it's been great having you guys
Yeah,
here.
thank you. So we're gonna do our interior tour, and by our, I mean Mike's, but we're gonna be walking through with them. And we're gonna see kind of some of the custom stuff you can do in these, and truly how custom you can go. So let's get started.
Come on, guys. All right.
Well,
So,
I can tell this one's under construction, huh?
Yeah. So we're still kind of in the finishes stage of this, but we can kind of give you a walkthrough, and maybe we can do like an update later on kind of how it finished out, right?
Absolutely.
So where we're standing right now is kind of this galley kind of kitchen, right?
Okay.
So sink underneath the window, actual dishwasher there to the right, some countertop space coming over to LP cooktop and oven.
Okay.
Right. That hole that we talked about on the outside here, that's where the hot water heater, the tankless hot water heater, will be in that lower cabinet there, right?
Okay.
Countertop's going to kind of swing around. They'll have a little bit of a kind of breakfast nook sitting space for two, right?
Okay.
On the passenger side, as we came in, washer and dryer, stackable washer and dryer going here. From kind of a tiny home space suggestion, if you do any kind of laundry, try to go with that stackable two separate units. The all-in-one units
They
just
never work.
They don't vent, right?
Yeah.
They don't have a vent, so it takes forever to dry clothes.
Yeah, and they
right?
come out soaking wet still. So.
Yep. So
And is that going to be a built-in? So I'm kind of picturing you're going to have your galley kitchen. So
Yep.
that's going to be in a cabinet. You'll open up and have your washer.
Yep, so
and
it'll
dryer
actually
in
be visible, right? But
Yep.
set behind cabinets, right?
Okay.
There's actually a drawer cabinet that's set in between.
Okay.
This customer had a great idea. Dryer's up above. The drawer's gonna slide out. It's gonna be a functioning drawer, but have a hard top on it where she can fold her clothes right there on
Cool.
top of the drawer.
So like a
right?
laundry stand.
Yep.
To,
Refrigerator, right? So about
Yep.
a 12 cubic foot refrigerator. LG makes a great kind of
not much smaller than a standard residential.
Yep,
So.
24-inch refrige. So cabinet above, and then this is going to have a cabinet kind of storage staircase that'll lead to this front loft, right?
Okay, I've seen that on some of your guys' your website.
Yep.
The built-in stairs where you have the integrated storage, which I'm sure takes a lot of time to design and build.
Yeah, it does. It does, but it just it'll really kind of make the space as far as functioning kind of storage for them.
Yep. Which with 320 square feet, we're limited to every square inch counts.
Yep.
So, all right, let's keep moving down this way.
So the fan here is kind of where they have a double reclining couch factored in right here. So they'll be able to kind of turn, watch the TV here. Little fireplace. We've got one of the electric fireplaces kind of going into this section here. What that entertainment center does is it splits the two staircases, right?
Gotcha.
So there's a little bit steeper staircase going to the rear loft for him.
Yep.
These customers both work from home.
Okay.
So their lofts are actually being used as offices.
Okay.
So his is a little bit steeper kind of traverse to that rear loft. But functioning windows kind of, again, allow that air and light in, right? The more windows you can get, the more space feels larger,
Absolutely.
right?
And you did, you got really high ceilings in here. I mean, this has got to be what, 10, 11 feet?
Yeah, so just over 10 feet on the driver or on the passenger side.
Man,
right?
I'm good. You catch that? I said 10 or 11 feet and you said just over 10 feet.
Yeah, and then what that does is it just makes the space feel so much larger, right?
Yeah, no, it does.
So,
and the natural light makes this feel nice and big too. So with the lofts being offices, then is it just when you're sitting down, your head's not hitting the ceiling?
yeah, so there's still about 42 to 45 inches on the high side from the floor to the ceiling. So
Okay.
if they ever did want to make it a sleeping space, put a mattress in there,
Yep.
still comfortable, right?
Yep.
So per the kind of RV code scenario, the lowest ceiling that we can have in our main floor is about 6'4",
Okay.
right? So 6'4" kind of feels fairly compact.
Exactly.
So we try to keep it more around that 6'7", 6'8" range.
Gotcha.
And then maximize the space in the loft.
Yeah, because it didn't feel too low in the kitchen there. And I think the integration with all the shiplap also kind of makes it feel nice. And let's touch something on that real quick. So I noticed that you guys put the shiplap in and then you spray it in place.
Correct.
So that's going to allow it to hide all those nail holes and but you're probably hidden nail holes anyway. But yeah, it looks really nice. And I love the finishes. So you guys are in-house doing all your painting, all your mill work, all that kind of stuff. All right. So this is your couch.
Yep. So you're going to kind of pass through. There'll be a barn door here. You know, barn doors are the rage, right?
Yep.
Barn doors work great in tiny home space because they don't have any kind of swing square footage that they're taking up.
Exactly.
Right?
I'll also cover your electrical panel when
Kind
you're going
of
to have it
covers that
open.
ugly electrical panel. Right? We do have. We like to use a 100 amp electrical panel, and that's mainly so that we can treat it just like a residential home. We only have 50 amps coming in, but we're able to break or off rooms, you know, just like you would on a home.
Yeah, we did the same thing. We actually put an oversized panel just if we ever wanted it, you know.
So it gives you the ability to kind of shut parts of the house off where your standard 50 amp panel only has about 4 or 5 breaker capabilities, right?
Yep.
So you're coming into the bathroom in this scenario, right? So this customer had some requirements that they wanted. They wanted the
breaking everything.
Yeah, they wanted the walk-in kind of sit-down jetted tub, right? So first time we've done that. It's actually a really kind of cool feature that this customer will have. They also have, in this one, we'll have an incinerator toilet, right? So composting kind of scenario where they won't be connected or need to be connected to any type of black water or sewer with that setup.
That's quite nice. I did notice you plumbed it either way. So
we did. Yep. If for some reason they ever want to change it,
yep.
They have the capability to change it.
And that's always what we like to do, you know, just having it in mind that if you ever want to change it, it's there.
Yep.
So, I mean, this is a heavy duty tub. I can imagine that this was a feat, and obviously a customer that has special requirements. It's nice to see you can really integrate just about anything you want with taking the time and the design.
Yeah, it really comes down to budget, right? We've talked about that before. There's certain things that limit us. We're somewhat limited by width, depending on what that customer wants to do as far as travel.
Yep.
We're limited by height.
Yep.
That 13.6 kind of DOT regulation, and then budget. Typically, budgets can be the most limiting factor.
The most common limiting factor. Flooring. What are we going to be doing in the bathroom?
Yeah, so this customer was a big fan of cork flooring, right? So cork is actually capable of going into wet areas. Yeah. Very natural product.
Yep.
So this house will have a plank style cork flooring throughout.
That's nice, and it's nice, with the smaller spaces. I can't stand as a builder when people break up. You're standing in a room, you see 3 different types of flooring.
Yeah.
It just makes you automatically assume that somebody broke it up into multiple different stages. It all wasn't done at one time. So it's so nice when you can flow and integrate that same floor through everywhere and stay consistent. So love that. So
tile, we'll have tile here.
Oh yeah.
So we, again, going back to kind of how we build that cold form steel, that closed cell insulation that adds to that rigidity. I have no problem putting tile in our home. So they'll have a nice glass kind of tile from the top of the tub to the ceiling here.
Yeah, because that was going to be one of my questions. If you were doing tile here, I was like, how is that going to travel?
Yep.
So you're comfortable doing a tile on the walls.
Yep, and we've done it on the floors too.
Yeah.
In bathrooms, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't tile the entire floor of a tiny home just because there's too much potential. But again, there's flex mortar. There's all kinds of other things that you can use that are out there to allow some shifting and moving underneath.
Now, do you have any type of suspension or anything that's going to help absorb that?
Just spring axles,
okay.
Right? So, spring axles down the road. And again, going with, an experienced tow person, right? Making sure that they're taking care of it like it's their own.
Exactly. Slowing down when you're coming up to a bump, So if we're coming up into the bedroom here, is this just a bench seat?
Yeah, so actually what that's going to be is closet, right? So the end of the trailer actually ends where that first 2-foot wall is.
Yeah, that's that angle that we had there on the outside.
Yep, so we kind of engineer that to take that additional weight. and that's all closet. So there'll be kind of an armoire cabinetry in the center with 2 barn doors that slide to access hanging storage on both sides.
That's fantastic. I love the shiplap just throughout, you know, nice and finished, clean, light and bright. I noticed we have a mini split in this room and we had one out in the other room. So you're going to have that 2 zones that we discussed. Now with the queen size bed in here, obviously when everyone talks, you know, thinks about going tiny, their major concern is how small is it going to feel in here once you get that. So about approximately how much leg room do you get kind of getting around these beds with a queen size bed?
So we'll have about 20 inches on each side of the bed.
Okay.
Queen size mattress is about 60 inches wide, right? Yeah. So what we typically do, depending on the customer, is we try to get the customers to look into RV size mattresses. Yeah. Because they're the same width, but they are shorter by about 5 inches, right? Yep. So if they do go with an RV length, they'll still be about a good 16 inches here. And what we do underneath our bed frame, so we typically build a storage bed frame for them as well, so they can access, you know, put things, the bed will actually hinge up. But what we do is we build the platform 5 inches over the frame. So literally there's kind of a toe location for you to kind of shimmy in and around the bed comfortably.
Okay. I kept catching these on my eyes. So I noticed, obviously, you're using them for temporary lighting right now.
Correct.
But you have your recessed lighting holes cut in. So what is this power going to be for?
So that's actually our LED lighting. So we use a pancake LED light.
Okay.
And these are actually surround sound speakers.
So vice versa.
Yep.
Okay. That makes sense. I kept seeing these. So that's pretty cool. So they're integrating a surround sound system throughout the entire RV. And where would that be controlled from?
So from that back above the fireplace, he's kind of got a control center.
Gotcha.
There.
All right, awesome. Well, I love this, man. I mean, again, you know, you got a little lower ceilings, but keeping everything nice and white and clean and simple, and you know, bringing the natural light. It actually feels pretty large in here, and the TV is going to kind of be recessed in, so it's nice and flat. So I mean, I love, you know, what you guys are doing here, and it makes sense, you know, how much thought you guys are putting into it. So
you want to get on some scaffolding and check the lofts out?
Yeah, you know what? Let's go check them out.
Go ahead, man.
Hey.
All right, so we're in the rear loft, right? So this one actually has a step-up kind of loft where the living kind of area in the bedroom was a little bit higher, and in the bathroom was a little bit lower, right? So their desk area will be kind of built in right there. He's got all of his connections there for his wall TV. And then basically the ability to kind of have storage and also proper size egress windows for here if this ever is used as a sleeping area.
Oh, it looks like you have plenty of room to use this as a sleeping area and an office area. Yep. So, I mean, I'm not a tall dude, but you know, if I was sitting here working, so is it mainly like just kind of sitting on the floor working, like cross-legged?
So these customers actually currently live in an RV.
Okay.
And it's a Class C RV, so they have that space above the driver's seat, right?
Oh yeah.
That's his current office. So
wow.
He's
and that's way lower.
Yeah, he's really kind of used to that kind of sitting space. What we've designed here is he'll have kind of an L-shaped office kind of
like bench?
Desk kind of area,
desk,
right?
Yep.
But his seating area is going to be actually at the top of the stairs here, and the end kind of cabinet that's right here will have a slide-out drawer. So he'll actually be sitting with his feet on the top step and working from that kind of comfortable seating scenario.
Gotcha. So really just making anything work, you know, all the space.
Yep. Really trying to find out what the customer needs, right?
Yeah.
Like what's going to make their space work best for them.
What's he going to use all the rest of this room for?
So I'm not really sure, right? So, you know, different kinds of storage options, and, you know, they have an option to put another TV in the back. That hole that's in the corner right there, we're big proponents on, you know, ventilation, right? Yeah. So, you know, these homes are so tightly built that they need to have that kind of ERV style fan, type right? So that's where that'll be mounted. That'll allow kind of air to be kind of pushed and pulled. Yeah.
Yep. Especially with that closed cell spray foam throughout anywhere. It's completely sealed. Even for your air conditioning, you got to bring in and condition the air with a little bit of fresh air.
Yeah.
I love it, Mike. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. No AC yet.
Yeah. All right. My stitches aren't bleeding through my legs, so that's a plus.
Oh, that's good. You actually had to get. So what'd you think?
Man, I love it. I love how custom you guys can go. And I love how, you know, this one was designed obviously for that one customer in mind, but it gives you the idea of whatever the people want, you can custom tailor it.
Yeah.
So as always, man, we appreciate you letting us out here. And we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, you know, we're gonna have a link to Mike's company, Movable Roots, in the description. So if there's anything you guys want to, or you have any questions, hit those comments. We'll get back to you. And other than that, we'll see you guys on the next one.
Thanks for coming out.